About misogyny and Donald Trump.
Oh, I don't want it.
You know what? You don't like it? No, why would you? Of course not. Yeah, you're a photographer? You're out taking photos? Student photographer. Great. Wow, that's great. Yeah, tell us where at.
Oh, a community college one.
Okay, here in town?
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, a lot of great footage here. Now it's starting to rain a little bit.
Yeah.
So, thank you. It is now raining.
Ho ho! The patriarchy has got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! The patriarchy has got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! The patriarchy has got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! The patriarchy has got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! The patriarchy has got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! The patriarchy has got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! The patriarchy has got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho!
No wife beaters in the White House. All right. Thanks for being out here today. Yeah. You how do you feel about Donald Trump? Boo. Yeah, absolutely. Anything that you'd like to share with our audience?
Portland is sanctuary.
Portland is a sanctuary. Absolutely.
I'm a victim of domestic violence.
Yeah. Want to stand up.
And a mother of a gay child.
Oh yeah.
It's time to make us a sanctuary.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No wife beaters in the White House.
No wife beaters in the White House.
Absolutely.
No rapists in the White House.
Yeah. So as a
marital rape needs to be prosecuted.
absolutely.
Absolutely. And it needs to happen now.
Great. All right. Thank you for getting out here and taking a stand and sharing with us. Okay. Just say it. Rain has stopped a little bit. Great one. Patriarchy is for dicks. Oh, close. Oh, you want to talk to them? Excuse us. Excuse me.
This is what a feminist looks like.
Hi there. Can we ask you some questions?
Sure.
Yeah, about how you feel about Trump and what you're out here for today.
I'm out here just for the values that America should support.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as Trump goes, his disrespect for law and for human rights and just plain decency is what I'm against.
Absolutely. All right. How do you feel 3 weeks later after the election about everything?
Well, I think it's just series of trying to understand why the country would go this way.
Yeah.
That's what's most disheartening.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. Are you here with family?
Yes. I have my family here. There you
Great.
go.
Very good. All right. Thank you for talking with us.
Yeah.
You would do it better, of course. This sign over here, America voted for Hillary. Oop, almost running the stuff. Hey guys. Coming up on Morrison and Broadway.
United and we're proud. We're women. We're loud. United and we're proud. We're women. We're loud. United and we're proud. We're women. We're loud. United and we're proud.
Values. Mine, love, inclusion, responsibility. Trump's values are corrupt, not worthy to be my president. Hi there.
Hi.
Hey. So, how do you feel about Trump?
How do I feel about Trump?
Yeah.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, and Trump and so women voters. We had women voters voting over the majority was for women. How do you feel about that?
It was scary, honestly.
Yeah.
It was very It shook me to my core. I
Yeah.
just couldn't imagine that was actually happening.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. So, what do you see? What do you think about for the future? Having 3 weeks out now, how do you feel about what's going to happen? And how to, with women, with all of us?
Well, I know, like, for women particularly, I'm pretty nervous about it, so I've already started donating to the causes that help women.
Great.
Definitely. I've donated for, like, Planned Parenthood and the clinic vests that help the volunteers there and everything like that.
Good.
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping my ear open and trying to make sure I know what's going on so that I can be a part of any way I can help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
I
good.
feel like I have to do whatever I can. But I don't. I'm just still trying to figure out what that is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Stay activated, stay loud.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Hey, Susan.
Susan. Hello, Susan.
Hi, how's it going?
Your sign, only love can drive out hate. MLK Jr.
Yes.
All right. So how do you feel about Trump right now in the 3 weeks later? How are you feeling?
I'm concerned about us being divided against each other and a bunch of scapegoating going on. We're not going to stand for it.
All right.
Every targeted group, not cool.
Absolutely. Standing in solidarity with the
Absolutely.
community. And that's what this rally is about.
No doubt.
Yes.
Thank
Yeah. And what are the divisions that you see right now in our country?
I see people scapegoating Muslims and saying like they're infringing upon us, telling Mexico, people from Mexico to head on out. I hear people scapegoating Jews, saying all lives matter instead of Black Lives Matter, recognizing that we need to change the whole system.
Yes.
My heart is heavy, and we're gonna stay strong. Yeah,
Absolutely. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
okay.
Thank you. All right. We lost a little bit. We're going to run down, catch up. Nasty women get things done, is what they're chanting right now. That's the Clown Hunter's little brother. Red Hood. How you doing?
Is it nice? Wow.
What was that?
Is it nice?
What? Yes. Honor
Is it
life.
waterproof?
Tell me about your sign.
So it's basically like DAPL. No DAPL.
All right. All right.
My aunt painted it. So there's the water bird, the water circle or something.
Yeah.
Like, all different races around the earth, and then honoring life.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks.
Get on the other side. We're returning to Director Park. After having marched through the city for a quick, say it was about 30 minutes, 20, it was a mile, 20, 30 minutes. We're back at the original location of the rally. There's going to be more speeches, short bit. We're going to hang back a little this time.
It's a little dance. It's a little dance.
Yeah, but hey, it didn't run though. It looks good. Strong. Can we look at it? We want to see it. Good. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Yes.
Let's hear it for one another.
We can hear from here. You want to talk to them after?
Come on in, don't be shy. Snuggle up, it's a little cold now.
Like the sign, protest is patriotic. Let love lead.
While we're waiting for everybody to fill in, just a couple of announcements. If you want one of these rad signs, come on over here to my right, and you can get one for schools and businesses and organizations, maybe. We're giving away the posters for free for people who post in publicly, schools, businesses. We're selling lawn signs for $10, and the profits go to a local community service that's giving back to refugee housing. Also, while everybody is filling in, I want to remind you that on the 10th, there is going to be another rally against hate and racism at Pioneer Square for the International Human Rights Day. Pioneer Square at noon on the 10th.
There's going to be another
Like we said,
rally
this is just the beginning.
on the 10th, Pioneer
Are we
Square.
still filing in? Come on, get closer, okay? How did that feel for everyone?
Describe that the crowd is really
Let's see your
excited and
hands again if
energized.
this was your first march or your first one in a long time.
Hands being raised
Okay, now
about marching for the first time.
raise your hand if
A
you're going
lot
to
of
come out
people are
again.
here. The people who've been here they haven't been activated before. They are now activated.
So we had a list of organizations we were going to read out to you, but it kept growing and growing and growing. So what we're actually going to do is have you go to the newly formed Portland Women Against hate Facebook. Take this title minus the mark. Should be pretty easy for y'all. And once a day, for the next 30 plus days, as long as we can keep it going, we're going to suggest another organization for you to pay attention to, for you to plug in with. And this is not just about donating or sharing their link on Facebook, although those things are hugely important, but this is about starting to move beyond that. And you just took your first steps in that direction by joining us in the street. So thank you so much. Give yourself a round of applause. I also want to remind you of the hashtags. If you have pictures to share for today, it's hashtag PDX Women's March. Plural. So there's a lot of us. PDX Women's March. And then moving forward, if you want to stay tuned, it's hashtag Women Power PDX. Okay? Women Power PDX. I also want to say thank you to all of our speakers and organizers.
Yes.
Special thanks to our ASL interpreter, Jeff, up here. I'm just going to take 2 seconds to plug a project I'm working on. Myself and a bunch of other people are hopefully going to be rolling out publicly in the next month a way to unite the fight across Portland, across the county, across the state, and who knows how far after that. We have been active in the left for quite some time, and we know that our egos, especially in Portland, where people are so active and so awesome and so inspired and so passionate, often serve to tear us apart, and we end up infighting and tearing one another apart rather than getting stuff done. So we're working on this 3-tier plan. One of the major components of that plan is going to be organizing neighborhood assemblies and affinity groups that can be emergency response teams, whether that emergency is an earthquake or a Trump administration. So I'm going to give you an email address. We don't have an entire online presence yet, but we're really hoping all of these conversations are happening all over town right now, and we're just trying to create a container to bring them together. So if you want to be involved in the neighborhood organizing in particular, or to be kept in the loop, please send us an email at radneighbors, that's R-A-D, neighbors, @gmail.com. And RAD stands for Reimagining American Democracy. So radneighbors@gmail.com. It's going to be a rad movement. We want y'all to be rad with us. And we want to work together with whatever effort you are already working with too. So please reach out. We want to just bring everyone together. Okay, so we're going to just do a little exercise together. So we don't just leave on a note of like, okay, I guess I know a few things to plug in. And we really want this to be an impactful experience for you. So, building on the trust that you formed by meeting your new friends earlier today and keeping one another safe in the streets. Did everybody feel safe, by the way? Awesome. That's the first step, because so few of us can actually feel safe walking out in the streets at any time of day or night. So that's wonderful. So building on that new trust, I would like you all to trust me to lead you in a thoughtful exercise. And I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. Okay? Oh. Close your eyes. And for the next 10 seconds, I want you to think about all the times in your life, or the most poignant and effective times, where you were discriminated against, assaulted, or made to feel lesser than because of your gender, because of your skin, because of any way that you put yourself out there in the world. Take 10 seconds. Now I want you to keep your eyes closed. I'm going to do this a few times. Take 10 seconds to think of the people in your life who at some point helped restore a part of you, who made you feel a little more whole. Now take another 10 seconds and reflect on what you felt in this moment, in this march today, in this rally, what you heard and what it made you feel.
And as you feel these emotions in your body, take these last 10 seconds and think of how you can carry it forward. One action that you can go home and do tonight or tomorrow. Thank you. Open your eyes and come back together. I want you to harness that feeling. I know it started to rain again. We've just got a few more moments of your time, hopefully. I personally believe in a particular reason why there's so much hate in our culture. I think it stems from, you don't have to agree with me. You know, we don't have to agree on where it comes from to acknowledge and agree that there is hate and it's endemic and it's an epidemic in our culture. And if it's raining and you're uncomfortable, get in. We're all friends now, you know, you can squeeze in. There's lots of space over here. Come on, don't be shy. So I personally believe that a lot of the division in our culture comes from a socioeconomic paradigm that treats us as objects, as wage slaves, as lesser than, that exists based on our subjugation. And again, you don't have to agree with me, but what I see in the pattern that I recognize is us as women, us as workers, us as people being reified, being turned into objects, and being made afraid by a false sense of scarcity. That I have to hold on so tightly to mine, to my own, to my family, to my beliefs, to my possessions, to my future, that I cannot afford to help you with yours. And that if anything gets a little slightly more scary, I'm gonna turn on you to protect my own. I guess we could woo at that, but I'm gonna hope that we don't continue to do that. So if that's the woo, then yeah, woo. I think we are at an amazing moment in history to seize our collective power. And this is what I meant earlier, to get over ourselves. We need to get over our egos. And those of us who have had a lot of opportunity to be in the limelight, to have our voices heard because of privilege, it's time to take a step back and it's time to listen. Chloe made a promise that Portland's going to stay a sanctuary city, and we're going to have to hold her and every other elected official to that, but we can't just stop at a sanctuary city for immigration status. We have to make this a sanctuary city with teeth. We have to extend it to the county. We have to extend it to the state. We need to make sure that Oregon, a state that was built, it was founded as a white state to keep persons of color out, we need to obliterate that history. We need to make it a truly sanctuary state. So I also believe that this socioeconomic culture that divides us has, for each and every one of us who has had to fight, it's produced a she-wolf that guards our hearts. Regardless of our gender, there is a she-wolf in our hearts. And she has had to growl and snarl and bark and bite at anyone that came to threaten us. And I think she's ready to rise. She's ready to rise to her paws. I know that my she-wolf craves her pack, and that together with yours, mine will thrive, and we can all rise, okay? So there's a little bit of intention with that wolf part, and I'm gonna ask you in just a few minutes to howl with me. So start getting over yourselves and start thinking ahead to when I'm gonna ask you to sound like an animal in just a second. But first, and this is our last piece for today, I want you to take a pledge with me. And I know that's extending a lot of trust. So I'm gonna ask you to repeat after me. If I betray your trust, I'm sincerely sorry. Let's go out to coffee and have a talk. Hopefully I don't. Hopefully this resonates with you. Y'all ready to repeat after me? Yeah. Then we can get out of the rain, I promise. Okay. Oh yeah, there's lots of room. We can still move in here. So, yeah. Well, it's probably just, yeah, no, it's so cozy. Look at this awesome choice on this chart, organizers. At first I was like, Director Park, it's so fancy, but this is fantastic. All right. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Today I begin.
Today I begin.
The next chapter.
The
of my growth as a human. Today, I also choose to begin the struggle to get over myself. Today, I open my heart, eyes, and arms. To discomfort, to protest, and to protect my neighbor from harm. Today, together, in honor of our ancestors, and women everywhere, we pledge that this is just the beginning. And we will not rest until every woman, every man, every child, every person in between is free of the tyranny of hate. I am woman. You can hear your man say it. I am woman. I am love. I am fierce. Hear me howl. Now let me just ask you before you go, do you feel more powerful in this moment than you did coming in? Do you see how simple that is? You met a stranger today, you walked in the streets a little bit, you got resources for how to plug in, and you got empowered. So take it forward, plug in with us, come out again the next time we call for you. We need you. Take it back home to your neighborhoods, and I'll see you again in the streets soon.
So that was the end of the rally. We had the speaker telling us, let us in a wolf howl. That was quite, they didn't want to stop howling, actually. That was fantastic. We had everybody activated as I am woman, I am love, hear me howl. It was quite remarkable. This crowd is activated and energized. This crowd enjoyed being out in the streets.
That's close.
Hey there.
Yeah. But I could do some more for you. Go for it. Yeah.
We're here with Chloe, our new council person. Well, the eighth in 100 years, eighth woman in 100 years.
Over 100 years.
Over 100
Yeah.
years. Wow. It's remarkable.
Yeah.
So, you talked a little bit today about how you, if you could have given up your election in place of changing what happened with Trump, you would do so. Tell me how that's been affecting you over the last 3 weeks.
Well, I mean, election night was like simultaneously getting punched in the gut and receiving a standing ovation. It was just, the network started calling it for Trump shortly before our local results were announced.
Right.
So the mood took an abrupt turn.
Right.
And it was a little hard to pull it together to celebrate
Yeah.
at all.
Sometimes it can be hard. Yeah. So, as far as this rally, and you're speaking today with on behalf of people, the housing crisis has been something that's been very important to you up to this point. I'm wondering how, since we were talking about getting activated today, how people can get activated on that issue or any of these other issues, things that we can stay involved with.
Oh gosh, well, I know we kind of brainstormed a long list of organizations that I think the organizers would send out. There's probably too many organizations to mention right now, but for tenants' rights, definitely Portland Tenants United.
Yes.
If you want to stay abreast of what we're doing at City Hall, just sign up for the mailing list. Right now it's chloeforportland.com. but
chloeforportland.com.
Soon I'll have my portlandoregon.gov website.
Right.
Our email is chloe@portlandoregon.gov as well. And
We got a question from Cameron here.
Oh,
when
okay.
are we going to have the first female president? Are you running?
No, thank you. I do not have political aspirations beyond Portland. What's glorious about local government is it's such a small group of people, and there really is an opportunity to get things done in a way that even our state legislature and certainly Congress and Senate can't.
Yeah. Do you think you'd ever run for mayor?
That remains to be seen. I intend to run again for a second term if I like this job. And whether I like this job is going to largely depend on how much I can accomplish in the first 4 years. I really feel an urgent need to get things done, and if I can't get things done within city government, I will remove myself and once again work from the outside.
Right.
Mayor, I don't know, maybe when I'm an old lady. The mayor is just one of 5 votes on council.
Right.
It involves a lot more work and some responsibility. In some ways, being a commissioner is really a better position. But we'll see. I might get comfortable in there.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see. Thank you. Thank you so much. See if we got more from Cameron here. Cameron is commenting on Chloe's appearance, but Cameron is trying to tell. That's embarrassing. Trying to tell Chloe how great she was today, but it was standing up and. Yeah, it's a great jacket, but it's also standing up and leading. Oh, look at that rose.
I really feel like we're in like the Hunger Games era.
That's the fashion.
I'm wearing a lot of like black and brown and olive drab.
Yeah.
I think I might learn how to shoot a bow and arrow. Definitely.
Got the boots going.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, Chloe, you were the crowd loved you today. They were so happy to hear from you. It's true that this was a light on a dark day for a lot of us. So I also appreciated at the end they saying we have to hold you accountable. So I'm hoping that we continue to see you after you're in the halls of power. We get to continue to see you out here with us. Thank you.
I need everyone to come with me.
All right, we're gonna come with you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you. That was Chloe Daly talking through the mimery of Cameron Whitten. Oh, he's tuckered out. Yeah. We have a collection of signs over here.
You guys can take a sign home if you want. By the way, if anybody wants one, you can take it.
It's good stuff.
How you doing, man? See you.
Yeah.
How you doing? Your voice?
Can we look at your sign?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me what this means. White silence equals violence.
Well, it's just like, I guess, like, we all just have to, like, because there's, like, a lot of hate in the world, and we need everyone to come together.
Yeah.
Everyone, like, speak out, or nothing's gonna happen. You gotta do something about it. Yeah.
Right,
You can't just, like, sit there and do nothing, because then nothing is gonna happen.
Yeah. So you were holding the sign earlier during the rally.
Yeah.
How did that feel to be up in front of everybody?
It felt fine, you know, like,
Yeah.
I like to see all the people there and all the signs. Yeah, it was cool to see, like, from that angle, to see how many people there were
Right.
and stuff.
You got a good view. Right. How did you feel about marching?
It was really fun. That was really fun.
Isn't it?
That part.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
Even in the rain?
Yeah, that was
Yeah. Great. How old are you?
I'm 13.
13? And,
I'm
we,
12.
when you're 12, we talked with you earlier. What are your names?
I'm Vivian.
Vivian?
I'm Maggie.
Maggie. Thank you for talking with us. Again, we got a
Thank you.
sign here, white silence equals violence. And these two held the signs, the banners earlier, and they're out here representing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay powerful. Excuse me. I'm gonna squeeze through here, sorry.
But I was thinking, if you, like, I just posted, but I don't like to post things unless I get permission, okay? So, okay, I seem that way, but you know, I really like to.
Crowd's dispersing now. We had people ranging between 350, maybe 450 people out in Director Park today, filling this square, filling Director Park here in between the Nordstrom. This is Fox Tower over here. Cameron's trying to say.
Thank you for watching.
What was it? Thank you for watching. We're gonna finish up soon. We're wanting to talk with some of the orbits. Which one? You lead. Oh yes. Hi there. Hi. Good. So you're the rabbi who spoke today. What was your name?
Deborah Kolodny.
Deborah Kolodny. Thank you
Yes.
for being here. Cameron clearly loves you. So very passionate speech today.
Thank you.
Yes, and you were leading us in singing as well, speaking from Amos as well. Talk to me about having scripture and religion being involved in the fight against hatred.
Yeah, you know, I think it's critical because religion has been the cause of so much wounding in our world. And at least where I come from in my Jewish faith, religion is a source of liberation and it's a source of promise and hope of peace and love and interconnectedness and acknowledgement that we're all one. We're all one in the one. And so to be able to use text to create a different vibe around religion, a vibe that's positive, a vibe that says we have to pursue justice, we're obligated. And in Judaism we say, tzedek tirdof, you know, you must pursue justice. So
Yes. So Trump used a lot of anti-Semitic rhetoric during his campaign. How are you feeling? Are you afraid?
Well, I'll tell you, after the election, what happened to me, and I think what happened to perhaps every Jew, and I don't want to extrapolate to everyone,
Sure.
but to so many of us, is that we got Holocaust triggered. It's in our epigenetic code, and his languaging was absolutely fascist and Hitler-esque. So I went through 3 days where I was in a state of, I was in a haze. I was horrified, I was traumatized, I was terrorized. And from what I heard from my friends who are black, similar responses.
Right.
Japanese who had, have the internment. Any people who have in our history, in our ancestry, this horrible oppression got triggered by that. But I knew that I had a responsibility, to serve and to get it together. And so I went to 4 gatherings, 3 interfaith and 1 Jewish gathering that I led in 4 days.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of meditating, a lot of praying, and I got myself together. And now I am feeling fierce. I am committed, and I know we will see victory. I know we will, because love wins.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When are we going to see the first female president? Soon?
I don't know. Yeah, but Ezrat Hashem, with the help of God, soon. I have to say, I thought we had her.
Yeah.
I thought we had her, and
Yeah.
obviously by the popular vote, we do.
Yeah.
And if there's anything that I'm still upset at, it's all the people who stayed home and the rhetoric of it's the lesser of 2 evils. I've been alive on this planet way too long to know what evil is and to know what, not exactly perfectly what I would imagine if I got to design the perfect candidate.
Right, right.
So, yeah, hopefully soon, speedily in my day. But I'm also a big fan of Cory Booker, so
Sure.
4
Sure.
years.
Yes.
We'll see who emerges.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us today. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Thank
you for
you.
sharing with the crowd.
Yeah.
Everyone was so passionately with you, so thank you
Thank
for that.
you. Great talking to you.
All right.
Cameron, this is my wife, Brio.
New friends. My name. I'm Evan,
Right.
by the way. It's nice to meet you.
To meet you.
Collaborator
Take
here.
care. All right.
Ooh. Hi there.
See you, Cameron.
So Cameron's not speaking, but we're here, and we wanted to ask you. You were representing PDX Trans Pride today. Said you're a legal advocate, correct?
Yes, correct.
Yes. All right. And it was your first name was Rebecca.
Yeah.
Okay, Rebecca, tell us a little bit about the fight for trans justice in the age of Trump.
The fight for trans justice in the age of Trump, that's kind of a large order right now. I'm bringing it down a little bit by little, identity documents are really important so we can secure privacy and greater safety, be able to navigate, through whatever, given business, nonprofit, or airport, or whatever, it's really important for us to be able to do safely. And having an ID, sanctions, who we are, as a form, of potential protections, and so a lot of people don't have that necessarily. And even for people in Oregon who have the actual privilege to pursue that, in this state, we're not necessarily don't have the finances to complete that, and so on. And so a lot of organizations, ours as well as ACLU of Oregon, and I've also heard some great things happening with Q Center and Cascade AIDS Project and so on are really helping with identity documents and to help create a welcoming and positive environment culturally, and creating and bringing all our energies together so we're stronger.
Right. Cameron has a question for you. They're talking about sanctuary cities for immigrants, for immigrant folks. Do you feel like there are sanctuary places for trans folks right now?
Good question. I would say, I would say in this city, I wouldn't know on top of my mind more than 20 places in this whole city, pretty much, that I know are queer-centric, so to say, and that are LGBTQI friendly. That should change. I've had news reporters come up to me and ask, why do we need a Q Center? Why do we need spaces? They and not really comprehending the actual problem, of us being isolated and lacking unity, and just all the forces that go into, suppressing us, in different ways. I think it's really, really, really important for us to create more sanctuary places, it's outside of a theoretical sanctuary city, because we do have definitely hands-on work to continue on in this city as well through racism and different things, how that manifests through sexism and so on, every day here.
Yeah. Yes, thank you very much for talking with us. We appreciate you speaking as well and being able to stand up, and we want to stay fighting with you.
Thank you for being not too hard questions on me through a tough march. But thank you.
No, absolutely. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Oh, and bye-bye. Hey, how's it going, guys? Cameron, my name's Evan. We're finishing up. We're wrapping it up. Cameron's been communicating to me like this all day. It's been so fun. We've been having a good time. We're at Director Park for a rally, Portland Women's March Against Hate, and we went and marched around the city for a mile, and now we're back, and the rally's ending. Thank you for being with us.